It was Christmas Eve, and I stood in the living room balancing a tray of deviled eggs, smiling like nothing was wrong, even though my chest felt hollow. That's when I noticed it. A brand new family portrait displayed in a polished frame above the fireplace. My parents. My brother. Their golden retriever. And a space where I had once been, now neatly removed, as if I'd never existed. Nobody acknowledged it. No awkward glance, no explanation. Just the usual passing of dishes and unwrapping of gifts as though I hadn't just been erased from my own family. I didn't bother asking why. I already knew. There was a time I thought I was important to them. I'd spend weeks saving up for meaningful gifts for my mom's birthday. I helped my dad with his taxes when his hands trembled too much to write. I once paid my brother's rent after he gambled away his scholarship money. But no matter what I did, he was always the one they favored. When I told them I'd been accepted into NYU, my mom only said, "That's nice, but it's so expensive," while my dad stayed glued to the TV. But when my brother got into some coding boot camp, they threw him a barbecue, invited the whole neighborhood, and posted it online like he'd invented electricity. So no, the photo didn't shock me. It just marked the end of pretending it didn't hurt. The real breaking point came a week earlier. My mom called, asking me to pick up some last-minute things from Costco. No offer to pay me back. No thank you afterward. Just a list. I dropped the bags off in their kitchen, and as I walked past the den, I heard her whisper to my dad, "I hope she doesn't stay too long this year." That was the moment something in me clicked. I went home, sat in the dark with no music, no distractions, just quiet. And I started making a plan. I'd always been the agreeable daughter, polite, accommodating, never asking for much. Which is why no one expected me to strike back. Over the next few days, I gathered everything. Bank statements showing every bill I'd covered for them, screenshots of texts where they guilt and manipulated me, proof my brother had borrowed money with a written promise to repay. And then there was the will, something I'd stumbled on months earlier while helping Mom clean the attic. She'd stored it in a box marked summer clothes, apparently forgetting it was there. The document named one sole heir, my brother. Everything went to him. House, savings, jewelry, Dad's vintage Mustang. I made copies. I slid them into a white envelope along with a handwritten note containing just 6 words. "Don't worry, I won't be a burden." On Christmas Day, just before lunch, I handed my mother the envelope. "Don't open it here," I told her, my voice steady. She smiled, uneasy, as though I'd given her a gift card. She tucked it into her purse, pretending the air in the room wasn't as sharp as glass. I left early. They didn't ask why. At 3:42 a.m., my phone lit up. I ignored the calls. They kept coming. Then a text from Dad. "We didn't mean it like that. Please call." Another from Mom. "I didn't know you kept track of everything." And finally, "We'll fix the will. Please don't do this." But it was already done. Earlier that night, I'd emailed copies of the will and my financial records to the family's lawyer, a man I once interned for. I told him I wanted no role as executor, and I was severing all legal, financial, and emotional ties. The money my brother owed me? My attorney sent a formal demand, 30 days to pay or face small claims court. Their little kingdom was about to start costing them. The next day, they tried going through my aunt, the only relative I still spoke to. She refused to help. "You used her," she told them. "Now she's done being used." My mom cried. My dad stopped showing up to his Sunday poker nights. My brother posted on Facebook asking for job leads, throwing in a bitter line about loyalty being dead. I didn't reply. People think revenge has to be loud, yelling, smashing, dramatic scenes. Mine was none of that. It was signed forms, deadlines, and boundaries. The kind of revenge that forces people to feel the weight of every inch they took. When you've been treated like nothing more than a background extra for years, the most devastating thing you can do is step out of the picture completely. Now on my desk, I keep a photo of myself, just me, smiling, whole, untouched, and entirely uncropped.